In ancient Egypt, power belonged to kings and queens, knowledge was guarded by priests, and eternity belonged to the gods. And yet, almost 4,600 years ago, an ordinary man broke all of those rules without ever wearing a crown. His name was Imhotep. He was not a pharaoh. He did not come from royal blood. He entered history as one of the most extraordinary men humanity has ever known. Architect, physician, sage, priest, royal advisor. This is travel in history, where every mystery has a story and every story hides a deeper secret. Join us as we explore strange facts, dark legends, and the questions no one dares to ask. If you're curious, brave, and love a good mystery, you're in the right place. Subscribe and let the journey begin. A man whose mind was powerful enough to change the destiny of an entire kingdom. But there is something even more unsettling. His name, carved in stone, appears beside the names of the gods themselves, an honor never before given to a mortal man. Imhotep lived around 2600 BC during the reign of Pharaoh Djoser, at a time when royal tombs were nothing more than simple structures of mud and brick. He dared to imagine something the world had never seen before. He designed the first pyramid in history, the Step Pyramid of Saqqara, a revolutionary monument built of stone that defied time, logic, and even the sky itself. No one before Imhotep had ever built anything like it. There were no modern tools. There were no previous models to follow. And yet, his design was flawless. Some scholars suggest that his mathematical and astronomical knowledge was so advanced, it almost seems impossible for that era. This is why, over time, they began to call him the one who knew the secrets of the gods. But Imhotep was not only an architect, he was also a physician. And this is one of the most astonishing facts about him. Many of the earliest Egyptian medical texts are linked to his school of thought. Early surgery, herbal remedies, and scientific observation of the human body. Unlike other healers, Imhotep did not rely solely on magic. He observed, he studied, he analyzed, and that is why, after his death, he was worshipped as the god of medicine. People came to temples to pray to Imhotep for healing, just as they prayed to Osiris or Anubis, a man who became a god. And this raises a profound question. What kind of mind must he have possessed to be remembered as divine? This is where the most silent, elegant, and mysterious part of his story begins. Imhotep had an access to the royal palace that no other man possessed. He spoke directly with the pharaoh, and also with the queen. He entered the most sacred and restricted areas. He healed with wisdom. He advised with intelligence. He guided in silence. Yet strangely, no record speaks of a wife or of children. No descendants, no family line, only silence. And some late Egyptian texts hint at a man who, enchanted not with the body, but with the mind. This has led some modern scholars to consider the possibility of a non-physical, intellectual and spiritual bond with a woman of royal status. A forbidden connection, not in the flesh, but in thought, in knowledge, in understanding, in a meeting of two rare minds. In a world ruled by power, Imhotep possessed something even more dangerous, invisible influence. And perhaps that is why some feared him, as much as they admired him. Another mystery surrounds his name. His tomb has never been found. What makes Imhotep truly extraordinary is that his work did not vanish with time. It still stands. The Step Pyramid of Saqqara is not a ruined legend. It is a real, measurable, scientific structure, still visible in the Egyptian desert today. Rising over 60 meters high, it remained the tallest stone structure in the world for centuries, and it was only the beginning. Around the pyramid, Imhotep designed an entire sacred complex covering more than 40 acres, ceremonial courtyards, sun temples, ritual altars, and the very first monumental stone columns in history. These columns were carved to resemble bundles of reeds, showing that he was already translating organic forms into permanent stone architecture, a concept far ahead of its time. For the first time ever, stone was used on a monumental scale. Before Imhotep, Egypt built mainly with mud brick. After him, the age of stone pyramids began. Many elements first seen at Saqqara later reappear, perfected, in the Great Pyramids of Giza. The alignment to the cardinal points, the processional pathways, the symbolic layout of the complex, and even the concept of a stairway for the soul to ascend to the heavens. All of these trace their ideological origins back to Imhotep. Even modern engineers studying the Step Pyramid have confirmed that the angles, internal corridors, and weight distribution reveal an understanding of structural physics far beyond what was expected in 2600 BC. There was no mathematical blueprint inherited from earlier civilizations. This knowledge seems to emerge, suddenly, with him. And his medical legacy was just as real. Centuries after his death, Egyptian temples contained inscriptions that said, "He who heals the body and calms the soul." People traveled long distances to sleep inside temples dedicated to Imhotep, hoping he would appear to them in dreams and heal them. A practice confirmed by archaeological findings known as healing stele. The Greeks later built temples in his honor as well, recognizing him as a divine healer. Very few non-royal humans in all of history have ever received such devotion across multiple civilizations. This is not myth. This is documented memory, etched in stone, preserved in ruins, recorded by ancient hands. Imhotep did not disappear. His work became the foundation of everything that followed. Although he was one of the most important men of his era, his body seems to have vanished from history. Some believe his followers hid him to protect his legacy. Others, more daring, believe that Imhotep discovered knowledge far beyond human limits, and that he simply went beyond. Not as an ordinary man, but as a legend. Today, when we look at the pyramids, we see stone, we see ancient monuments, but behind that stone, there is still the echo of a remarkable mind. A mind that dared to challenge time itself. A mind powerful enough to survive thousands of years. Imhotep did not simply build a pyramid. He built the idea of eternity. And perhaps, in some unseen way, he never truly left this world. If you know more or have theories, let us know in the comments. We read them all. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries like this one.